EA Sports. everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down, looking for more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Back to throw, it's Harrell. He makes the connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to and running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Takes a hit as he fires. Got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Moore will throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, if you didn't know that young man before the game, you do now. How about that? 2 plays, 2 sacks. That's how you start a football game. This defense is flying around.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Ducks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, 1st down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Moore to the air. He's right on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, North Carolina 14, Oregon 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here's the handoff. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He wants to take the top off. It's caught downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack every.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive.
It's a fumble on the play. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. Moore will throw. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Power football with the run. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Harrell. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of?
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Moore to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They're going to mark this one at the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has...
Touchdown, Ducks! The defense with the scoop and score. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit The ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. On first down, here comes this offense. The DBs will back off a bit. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for space, it's Hampton. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Trying to impose their will with the run. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set.
And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass, trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
These corners backing off a bit. They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. He'll pull it down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fair catch called for and made. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here. It'll have to.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Moore will throw. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. To the ground with the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draw.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain.
And they got him for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Harrell. He finds his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Hampton. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The Tar Heels will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds, and he is short of the 1st down marker. I think he just lost track of where he was. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moore to the air. Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oregon 21, North Carolina 14.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Takes the handoff. It's James. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Offense in an empty set. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That was such a risky call with the lead late in the game to go for it on 4th down. That could have been disaster if they don't get it, but with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This is like a baseball pitcher they can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Makes the grab on the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires one high and deep. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
North Carolina. Number 7.
Getting set for the point after.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's James. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 3rd. Snagged in the middle. It's Ferguson. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
The lone back's got it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when